Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right? Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives? No. Hey, you can save that for the enemy. Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level. Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal. Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else. Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you. Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle. So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you. Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either. Is the case closed? If you can't justify it, don't bother. That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those three... Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke? Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims? Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case. I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target. Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out? This is nuts! What's this? A plush toy? You don't have to play along that hard, you know. That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out? Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence. I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg. If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on. By process of elimination, it seems that only Right could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks. Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this. I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool? So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself? Whoa, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too. Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days? Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death. On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book. That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon? That's not how you use the word imperial. So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right? She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then? What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there? Somebody save me from this cringe joke. Have you dealt with many masked fools before? A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon. Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary. This clock is... So there's a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device? Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom. That should be it. Let's head out. Have you found out who the killer is? This guy is mixing up his birds here. Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one... Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right? Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right? That right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here. So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that. Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her? As expected, another change in setting.
No
cheating! No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was. Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier? There's no weird sweet dreams troupe, nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony? What the heck was that jibber-jabber? Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere. Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl. Miss, you killed Sparkle. How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do? You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did. Miss Sparkle, who are you talking to? This? Don't jump to conclusions. If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do. Oh, you mean the locked room murder. I thought you weren't doing that one. Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper? Exquisite reasoning. and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it? The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death. Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all. This is Bellabog, right? Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now? Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself. Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sampo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.